God, for this is just a blessed event. What I was looking for, Ruby, was when I first got up there, I was standing right there, but I kept looking at you and looking at the back of the room because I kept seeing these two ladies stand up every 5 seconds, and I wasn't sure what they were standing up for. And then I realized it was a card telling you how much time you got, and you got to hurry up and get on down from here. So I promise you, that 30 minutes they got on here, you ain't got to raise those cards. We'll be down in a few seconds, all right? So y'all keep sitting down. This commitment, everybody received a card, but before we get into the actual card, let me do something. I was thinking about that word, and I decided to look it up to get a clear definition of what commitment is. The dictionary states that the state of, or commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause. Then I looked at the program and looked at the different topics in the program. It says it can be done woman to woman, man to man, healthy relationships, family reunification. One of the things I looked at is the common denominator in all these is that you have to be committed in order to be able to do any of these things. And so it's befitting that I say this before we get to that. My agency, and I was looking at it, has been here for the last few years. Ms. Woodward has been doing this for a number of years. And I looked on here and I saw some of the same names on here for the last few years, which tells me that these agencies, these entities, these individuals, these women and men of God are dedicated to this and making somebody else's life better. So if they're able to do so each time, every year, because from what I know, our agency and many of the people here sitting before you don't get paid for this. They're committed to it. They're dedicated to it. This is something that they want to do because they want to make sure that whatever gifts they have, they're able to pass on to help you succeed. All of us have a story. I listened to a few of them up here. And I remember this old little saying, everybody knows the saying that a closed mouth don't get fed. What I just witnessed here today is when that young man spoke and another young man over here spoke up, they getting fed. Because that man said he's about to feed them. So that's a blessing right there. Now, one of the things I heard them do last time, I think they gave the commitment and just wanted to read the commitment card to you. But for me, it really doesn't mean much to me by just hearing it. I have to actually say it. And I want you to be doers of the word. So I'm going to repeat a few of these phrases, and I want you to repeat them as well. And I'm not just talking to the people that came here to take part in the conference. I'm talking about all of us. Because we all have to be committed to this. Everybody. So when I say I, you say your name, or if you don't remember your name, I'll read from the card. I,
Toya,
commit to do the work to accomplish positive life changes.
to accomplish life changes.
I commit to open my mind
I commit to open my mind
and make myself available
and make myself available
to positive information
to positive information
and relationships
and relationships
that will support purposeful living.
that will support purposeful living.
I commit to look for
I commit to look forward
and seize opportunities
and seize opportunities
to serve others
to serve others
in my family
in my family
and community.
and community.
I commit to seek help
I commit to seek help
to respond to life's challenges
to respond to life challenges
in a positive manner.
in a positive manner,
In a positive manner.
in a positive manner,
In a positive manner.
in a positive manner
That will not cause harm
that will not cause harm
to myself
to myself
and others.
and others.
Give yourself a round of applause. And I truly believe that when we say this, we mean it. See, because I can say some things for you, it doesn't mean you have to do it. But when I tell myself that I'm going to do something, I usually stick to it. And so that's why I wanted you all to read it out loud, so that you can commit to these changes. And we're going to be dedicated and continue to do what we have to do. My staff, Parole, did they leave? They run off?
We're here.
Oh, okay. Can y'all just come up here and just kind of come up here, because before we leave, even though I was just doing a commitment, Ms. Woodward, we just want to do a little something for you. Did she sing well today?
I can sing
Did y'all hear she sing? Did you sing that? You might just
It wasn't me,
You didn't get to sing?
but I can sing.
Let me tell you real quick what we understand commitment to be. Our agency went through a few challenges just recently where my office, I had to move some of my staff out. And it was a last minute thing, and I called around to different agencies and asked them, hey, I don't have the room. Do you mind taking my staff in and making a makeshift parole office for a few months? I can't give you any money, but I do need your facility. And immediately when I called, or we called Ms. Woodward, she said, that's fine, I'll make room. And I don't know if you've ever been to her location. You know, and when you say make room, I was sending staff over there, and approximately a few hundred guys that were reporting on parole. And she opened her doors up without a dime for a few months for us, and blessed us with an opportunity to be able to continue to do business for the men and women that came to our office. To me, this is a woman that embodies embrace and hope, because she continued to allow us to do what we needed to do to take care of the men and women that came to our office. So as a token, and she didn't know this was going to happen, I just want to read this to you. It says, recognize that excellence is hereby bestowed upon you, Ruby Woodward. The Houston 7 management staff and office would like to express our appreciation for opening your doors to our clientele and to the Houston 7 parole officers. Reentry Supportive Services truly embodies the spirit of embrace and hope for the entire Houston community. So we thank you for blessing us and for blessing everybody at this conference.
All right. Woo!
And lastly, I just want to thank y'all for the opportunity for me to be able to stand up here. You know, I just tell God it's a blessing every time I'm able to stand before his children and just tell him I just thank him for just allowing this to happen. 21 years with this agency, and I still love doing what I do. And anytime my staff needs you all, they're all available. And thank you again. God bless you.